Hello, yoga friends. My name is Andrea B, and welcome to A Flow. Today we're going to focus on kind of opening up the shoulders for a full bind in our side angle, but also getting those shoulders nice and loose because those binds come into play when we do twisted seated postures as well as other poses that require what we think are longer arms, but in reality we just need a little more flexibility and mobility in the shoulders. Just a reminder that this practice is entirely up to you, and you are not holding me responsible for the outcome of the time on the mat. You're healthy and have been cleared by a doctor to do all these poses. Have a great flow, and I'll see you on the other side. All right, my friends, welcome. Let's start here seated on the shins, just like this. And if this is bothersome to you, you can always put a pillow or a block underneath your bum so that you don't have quite as much bend in the knee, and that can be irritating. Let's start with the hands heart center. Close your eyes. And take a few breaths in and out. Just the Ujjayi breath is starting to heat up. Inhale nose, exhale nose. Hands rest on the lap. Roll the shoulders back. We'll intertwine the fingers right here. Turn the palms away from you. Lift them up and overhead. And overhead for you may not have the arms parallel to the ears. You're doing the best you can right here. Relax the shoulders. And then go ahead, release the arms down alongside you. We'll take the right hand in the mat and the left arm just lean those over. Take a peek up and under the bicep, and again, notice how the shoulder tries to help you. We're working the shoulder today, but not over-efforting it. Come back to center, let the hand come down. Inhale, let the other arm rise up, the palm presses towards the floor, your gaze goes up. Breathe. Just very lightly in this bottom here. From here, release the hand down. You'll take both hands behind you. Grab for opposite elbows. So you can see my fingers are right here on the other side of my elbows. Press your chest up, starting to create some openness through the front of the collarbones. Gaze is up. Your breath, your Ujjayi breath is still with you. And then release these arms and finally take them both out in front of you. We'll take the left arm down, cross the right one over. Hug right here, or wrap them entirely like a rope. Pull the elbows away and up, creating an eagle-like pose. Look up for a moment. You feel some stretch on the front of the shoulders there. And then exhale, hug in, collapse your head, neck, and shoulders. Again, let's release, rise up. You'll simply switch arms so the palms come back out, and now it's the right arm under, left arm on top. Wrap them the one time and hug the shoulders, or wrap them like licorice here. Forearms away, elbows up. Pause for a moment. See if you can physically think about sliding the shoulders down your back, and then hug the belly in and chin towards the chest. Often this produces a beautiful release through the back of the neck and the shoulders. Rise back up. And go ahead, release your hands. Let them come down to the mat. You might wiggle out a little bit. And then we'll come sideways on the mat to all fours. And take a moment. Reach the right arm out to the side right here. You're lifting your chest to the ceiling. Thread it underneath your left shoulder. Bring the right ear to the mat. Your buttocks can stay high here. And this left arm, it reaches forward. Breathe. And you have an option to stay, or to take the left arm up and even wrap it behind you. You might find the thigh of the right leg. Pause for your few breaths. You can close your eyes. And then right here, this arm releases. It comes up. You send it down to the mat. Slide out to the right arm. Here you are on all fours. And let's take the left arm, lift it up. Up, and exhale, slide it underneath you. Your ear, your left one is in the mat. Your right arm reaches long. And you pause for a moment. Just kind of evaluate where this feels. And then if you decide you want more sensation, let the right arm lift up. And it can even wrap behind and seek out the left thigh. The wrap of the arm creates a little bit more in the front of the right shoulder. And then release. Let's let the arm come high. Send it back down to the mat. And come to all fours once again. Now, last little opener or warm up for the shoulders. Bring your left hand towards the right edge of the mat. And the right hand threads under to the left edge. And then sit back into child's pose with these nice crossed arms. Your head can rest down. Just take a few breaths. And bring yourself forward. And we'll take, leaving the left arm where it is, the right arm goes over the top. And it's the same posture, just changing which arm is dominant. Let's come up. All fours, hands and knees. Drop your belly, come into the cow pose, and then exhale, big arch to the spine for your cat. Do that a few times and you'll drop the belly. Exhale, big arch for your cat. One more, inhale, drop. Exhale, think about the arch. And then find a neutral place. We'll extend the right leg back and the left foot back as well. Just a high plank. Support yourself on the pillars of the arms, and rather than dumping into the shoulders, feel yourself kind of lift up and out of that. Breathe. And then exhale, sit bones go high. It's downward facing dog. Down dog deserves always a little pedal, a little release. A little breath. Pause here. Heels sink a little deeper. How deep they go, it's such a matter of your own personal anatomy and personal experiences too. And if you're a runner, a sitter, or just genetically predispositioned to tight calves, this may be where you are. Take a breath in and then tip the feet to the hands. And when you reach the hands, hang in ragdoll. And breathe. Hands might just tickle the floor. You might also rest on opposite elbows. Knees can be soft here, mine are. Shake and nod. Let it go. And then slowly begin to walk the hands up your legs. We'll take the arms up to the ceiling, take a breath in. And right here, we'll fold the left arm behind the head. It's like a classic tricep stretch. But add a little side bend to it, and the gaze might go up. Breathe here as you feel the openness through the arm, and then lift high. Take it the other way, a little grab and pull over. Breathe in right here, both hands lift. Exhale, fold the hands behind your head. Thumbs kind of hit the top of the skull. And then reach back up and fold over your feet. Take a halfway lift. Plant your hands, sit back to the top of your push-up. Pause right here. And then lower the knees to the mat. Lower the chest and the torso. Going into a position for baby cobra. But instead of baby cobra, tops of the feet are down. Walk the hands a little wide. And begin to press up into a full king cobra. Your fingers are tenting. Your hips are angling down. Your chest is lifted. Notice where your shoulders go. Take another breath in. Exhale, lower to the mat. Place the hands under the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Press up through the knees and go to downward dog. Pause again in dog. Pedal. Feel it out. Let's move a little swifter. Look forward to the hands. Walk the feet forward. And then rise all the way up. Take the side bend with a little tricep stretch. Inhale, center. Take it the other way. to center. Exhale, fold the elbows towards the ceiling, open your chest. Inhale, the arms rest. Exhale, you fold over your legs. Come on down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands plant, make your way back to the top of the push-up. Lower the knees, lower the chest, and this time as you're lowered into the mat, take the hands alongside you, thumbs pointing down. Seal the legs towards each other, point the toes, lift your chest, lift your collarbones, lift your thumbs, and then lift the toes up off the floor. If the thighs will lift as well, go for it. Take 2 more breaths here. Exhale, lower on down, hands come back under the shoulders, through the knees, and exhale into downward dog. Take a breath or 2. You might pedal, you might release. And then bring your feet forward to the hands, and we'll begin again. A little different though when we come into the back bend. Roll all the way up. Side bend right. Come center. And side bend left. Oh, come center. And right here, take a fold over your legs. Halfway lift. Hands plant, step back, top of the push-up. Then drop the knees, lower all the way down. And now as you're lowered down into the mat, let the hands come behind you. Intertwine the fingers if you can, and push the knuckles down towards your feet. Simultaneously pull the thumbs away. Keep the legs sealed towards each other. Lift the chest, lift your face, lift your legs, and breathe for 3. A little higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades for 2. 1 more breath. And then lower on down. Hands are underneath you. Push up through the knees and make your way to downward facing dog. Now from downward dog, take the right foot, step between hands. As you step between, sink a little into the hips. Your right fingertips might tent, your left fingertips might tent. And inhale, let's twist the right arm up towards the ceiling. Look up towards the right thumb. Breathe right here. Breathe. Take another inhale. Exhale, the hand lowers down. And let's step the left foot to meet the right. Forward bend. Inhale, slowly roll all the way up. And now we'll bring the hands behind you as you bend the knees. The same locust arms that we did while laying down, catch up together here. Thrust the chest forward. Inhale, raise the arms, reach long through the legs. Exhale, fold over your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, the hands plant, step back, top of the push-up. Bend your knees, lower all the way down. We'll take that locust variation with the hands behind your back. Thumbs together, lift them away, lift your chest and torso. Breathe. Exhale, lower. Coming through all 4s, pushing yourself back to downward dog. Inhale and exhale. Let's let the left foot step between the hands. Inhale, the left arm twist towards the ceiling. Breathe. Hand comes down. Step forward, you're back in the fold. Reach and rise all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees and wing the arms back. Catch them together behind you, lift your chest. And then inhale, stand tall, arms reach up. Exhale, you fold over your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant, step back. This time, no knees, just drop into the hover, the push-up. Slide to the tops of the feet, your up dog. Exhale, toes under. Sit bones high for down dog. Take your right foot, step it between the hands, and this time it's between the hands for a moment, and then toe heel it out towards the side of your mat. Turn the toes out slightly, bend into the right knee. Let the left hip sink a little. We will again keep the left hand in the mat and let the right arm twist up. So it's a little different sensation for the hips. And then from here, lower the left knee to the floor. Your right hand can come to the hip, or you might pull the back heel in. Grab hold for your nice runner stretch, your quad stretch. Breathe. Think about pulling this right front of the shoulder towards the ceiling. And then release, coming back hand inside. Tuck the back toe, send it back to downward dog, and breathe. And this time the left foot steps between the hands, you pause. And we tiptoe the foot, kind of toe heel it out to the edge of the mat. Turn the toes out here. Everything's inside this left leg. Firm up through the back thigh and let the left arm lift. Breathe. Then here, the right knee lowers. And then your hand can come to the hip. You still get the sensation of opening the shoulder. Or pull the back knee in, grab hold of the foot, and give yourself a beautiful quad stretch. Breathe. Release right here, hands come inside. You'll tuck the back toe, send it back to downward dog, and just pedal for a few moments. Breathe right here, and then we'll take the right leg. Once again, step in between the hands. Pause for a moment, and then raise both arms up, coming into your crescent lunge. As you reach into the crescent, think torso is just perpendicular to the mat. You're bent into the right knee. And we'll do the same thing that we did in our locust arms. Connect the hands behind you, pull the thumbs away, and lift your chest. How much of an arch you create here, again, depends on your experience. Not your yoga experience, your life experience. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step her back into downward facing dog and breathe. And then we'll let the left foot step through. Stay balanced on the back foot. The arms and torso rise, shoulders over the hips. Bend into the left knee. And then connect the hands behind your tailbone. Knuckles down, heart lifted. Breathe in, breathe out. Arc the spine a little more. And do that by lifting through the front of the anterior deltoids. Breathe. And rise up, hands come back down to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. Pause for a moment and know this is going to become a flow. So let's tiptoe or float or step the feet forward. When you're folded over, inhale, rise up. Take the side bend, remember the tricep. Stretch and then inhale, center. Exhale, side bend the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands plant. Make your way back. We will do the yoga push-up, the chaturanga. Inhale, slide into the back bend. And exhale into downward dog. Take the right foot, step it between the hands. Take an inhale and twist the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, lower the back knee. Kick in if you can. Focus on opening the shoulder. Inhale, back into the kneel down dragonfly twist. Let the right hand come inside. And from here, we'll tuck the back toe and rise up into the crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come behind you. Breathe into the chest, lift your heart. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back. Now here, of course, I said we're doing a chaturanga. If you'd rather do a full to the mat and cobra, you go for it. Step the left foot between the hands. Inhale, let the left arm rise. Lower the right knee. Reach back if you can. Grab hold of the hip or the foot. Open the shoulder. Release, stay kneeling for a moment. Hand comes to the outside. Let's tuck the back toe. Rise up here into your crescent lunge. And then snap the hands together behind your tailbone. Open your chest. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to the mat. Make your way back into the push-up. Into the up dog, and then exhale into your down dog. Take a moment, a little warmer through the body as you breathe. And then tiptoe the feet forward to the hands, and you pause. As you pause in the fold here, separate the feet about hip distance apart. And we'll take the left hand to get towards the inside of your right foot. Bend the left knee slightly, and raise the right arm up towards the ceiling. You've got a twist here. Now the twist may be where you stay, or this right arm might come behind your back, and the left hand in between your thighs, and you connect here just behind your back. You begin to straighten through the left leg. Keep looking up, breathe in, breathe out. Feeling here the resistance of the hands to open the shoulders for 3, for 2, for 1. Unwind and let the hands come down to the mat. Head is released. We'll try it on the other side. Now the right hand walks over to the left foot. And your right knee bends slightly and the left arm twists up. And again, you can stay here or wrap the hand behind your back and reach under, seeking out your fingers. Okay, as bent as you need to be through the right leg, or it might be just straighten to create a little resistance. Breathe in, breathe out. And release, open the arms, come back to center, and then wiggle the feet back together. And let's sit down into a yogi ball, hands hug around your shins if possible. Chin drops to your chest. Pause and breathe. From here, hands come back down. Drop your heels and straighten your legs, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, take your right foot, step it back. And walk to the long edge of your mat. You're widely folding. Open your arms to a T, rise all the way up. Let's bend into the left knee right here. Warrior two, gazing over the left middle fingers. Pause for a moment, roll the shoulders back. And try and balance the shoulders over the hips. Take another breath in. And then exhale, lean in. Lay the left elbow inside the left thigh, right arm up to the sky. Breathe. And just start to lean back. You see the wall behind me? I'm pretending like I'm leaning in towards it. And then rise all the way up, back into warrior two, straighten the left leg. Pivot your toes, right toes towards the right edge of the mat, bend the knee. Breathe for a moment, gaze over the right middle fingers. And then start to reach, slide the elbow inside the thigh. Left arm to the sky. And again, same concept of leaning back. Breathe in, breathe out. Rise back up into warrior two. And then straighten the right leg, toes are parallel. Catch the hands behind your back. Thumbs pull from your bum and fold. Coming into Prasarita variation letter C. Thumbs pulling from your back. Shoulders, they are prone to gravity to pull toward your ears, but see if you can consciously retract the shoulder blades and keep them away from your ears. And then release the hands down to the floor. Let's halfway lift and bend into the left knee for a side lunge, Skandasana. And here in the Skandasana, think about your left fingers just tenting the floor, but inhale the right arm up. So you've got this opening again through the shoulder. And then let the hand come down. We'll walk our hands over towards the right leg. Bend into the right knee. And allow the right arm to come inside, the fingers tent, and the left arm reaches up. And we'll release, coming back into a wide forward fold at the center of the mat, toes parallel, head down. Again, reverse your swan dive, come all the way up, and we'll take the left toes towards the left side of the mat, bend into the left knee for warrior two. And then exhale, lay the elbow inside the thigh, right arm to the ceiling, and if you can, you might wiggle the right leg back a little bit and sink just a little deeper so these left fingers come into the mat. But the idea is still opening towards the back wall is there. Gaze is up, breathe. And if you can, take the right arm wrap behind you. Pause for a moment, feel the front of the shoulder open. And from here, if you can, the left arm comes under. The hands may connect. If they do, notice that the essence of the pose is there. You're still leaning against this back wall, bent deeply into the left knee, and breathe for 5. Make sure the back foot, the right foot has equal weight. And then slowly let the left fingers come back down towards the floor. Right arm reaches up, and use the strength of your center, your core, lift you up. Straighten the left leg, pivot the toe. And now the right toe goes towards the right edge of the mat. Drop down into warrior two. Breathe. And then hinge slightly forward from the hips. Let the right elbow come inside the thigh. And you might even bring the fingertips towards the floor. Notice here, shoulder is open, 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 open. And if you can't wrap the arm behind you, press the chest up. Breathe. And if it's possible, take your right arm under, snag the hands, and still leaning against your invisible wall. You're not losing that. Breathe. Keep breathing. Make sure the back foot has equal weight. And release the right hand down. Inhale the left arm up. Again, the core is what's used to lift you up tall. Right here, feet are parallel. Hands are at the hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Puff the chest and fold. Keeping the elbows pulling back, the chest puffing down so that you're creating a fold from the movement of the rib cage. And then release your hands to the floor. Come to your knees, right here on the mat. And as you're on your knees, your hands will walk most likely onto whatever floor you got, carpet or wood floor. Fingers turn the wrists to the front, fingertips towards your knees. Keep the heels of the hands down and start to lean back. Okay, and as you're doing this, your heels might lift, but the fingers all the way to the knuckles, they're on the floor. You can't see it, but trust me, they're there. Forearms are getting a beautiful stretch. Inhale, shift forward. Walk yourself to the long edge of the mat. And then open the knees wide, sink back into child's pose. Let your butt come over your heels, your head is in the mat. Breathe. And from here, we'll slowly just slide our bodies forward. So you're laying flat on the floor. Take your right arm, let's start with the right arm, flat on the mat, and bend your left knee. The left leg is going to lift, and kind of set back. Your right ear can be on the floor. Your left arm, it goes wherever you need. It could stay tented in the floor. It could lift up and behind you. It could rest on the thigh. It can rest on the hip. All it is a place to breathe. This is a pretty intense stretch from the shoulder. If it's too much for you, then don't lean back as far. Always know that you're going to the extent of your ability, not what you see pictures really. Another breath. And then the left arm tense back on the floor. The left leg sweeps back to center. And you just slowly roll back into your belly. Your forehead's on the floor. I'm going to scooch a little bit because I'm pretty close to the wall. And let my left arm reach to the side of the room. Right knee bends, and I start to kick up and over. My right arm, it can stay tented. It might lift. It may even come to the thigh, the calf. It can come behind you. If you can clasp the hands together behind you, it's always a great option. But as you're in this place, it's pretty intense. The front of the shoulder might be talking. If you're feeling piercing pain, numbness, my goodness, don't go there. You might find the latch together, locust pose, or just not roll back as far. Pause and breathe. Slowly, the right hand comes back for support. You roll on out, and then bring the hands underneath you and push up through all fours to a seated position on your mat. You can face either way. If you want the whole mat to support your legs, go for it. From here, the shoulders, they might feel kind of stretchy in the front, so let's pull the left knee in. Now, our first stage here is just to take the right arm, hug around the shin, flex your left toes towards you and look over the back shoulder to the left shoulder. You might stay here. If you've got a little more rotation in your spine and it feels good, Left hand can walk a little further back and the right elbow comes outside the thigh. Breathe right here. Make sure these fingers are erect. And if you've got a little more rotation through the shoulders, this right hand, it can reach around the front of your leg, and the left hand can reach behind and grab hold of the fingers. Still sitting up tall, and breathe for 5. And release. Let's come back to center. Allow this left leg to release. Shake the legs out. Pause. And let's just take the twist the other way. The option, of course, is to put the elbow outside the thigh or to bind around. Whatever you do, just sit up tall through the spine. Breathe. And then from here, you'll unwind and come down to the floor. This is final relaxation, and you could recline with your knees bent. That helps release some of the agitation in the low back. And also know your legs can extend long, and Shavasana is the place where you stay